Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Coaching Corner with me, the IEP Coach. As I turn to the left, I am going live on my Instagram. Okay, hold up. I should be, hold on, live on my IG. Yes. I am. Let me put my glasses on. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome again to the Coaching Corner with me, Jamila, the IEP Coach. As always, once you come in, do share, do like and share this live. And hello, come in. As you're coming in, let me know where you are in the world. Drop it in the comments. And as you're doing that, I will be sharing out this live, and you share out the live as well. Let's share with at least 5 to 10 people. And I'm doing that right now. Okay. Sharing. Alrighty. So it has been shared out. So again, it's me, Jamila, IEP Coach, and this is the Coaching Corner. For those of you who are new to my page, I'm Jamila. And I am the IEP coach at the IEP Coach LLC. We are a education consulting firm, and we focus on supporting schools, teachers, and parents with supporting their children that have an IEP, because we feel that when we support the teachers are able to do their jobs, the best that they can, and they are more willing to stay in the field when they feel supported. And as well as with parents, supporting parents with educating them about the individualized education plan, so that way they can be better advocates for themselves as well as for their children. So yes, that's just a little bit about the IEP Coach LLC. So I have a couple of things I want to share with you. First off, if you are catching this in the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments so I know you are watching the replay. And also, again, share out this live. Always when you come in, share out the live. All right, so I've been posting about my webinars that are coming up. I have 2 upcoming webinars that will occur in December. So the 2 webinars will focus on tips to prepare for an IEP meeting, and it is right there. As you can see, I have it right here, the flyer right here. If you're on LinkedIn and YouTube, you can see it. In Facebook, you can see the flyer here. You can also see it on all of my platforms. I've been posting about the upcoming webinars. So the webinar is called Tips to Prepare for an IEP Meeting, and I'm doing 2 editions. The first edition will be a parent edition, and that will take place on December 6th. 2002, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the focus will be 5 key strategies to prepare you for your child's IEP meeting. Because I get asked that question a lot. Like, how can I prepare for my child's upcoming IEP meeting? What do I need to do? I get asked that a lot from a lot of parents. So I said, why not do a webinar? Okay, so that webinar will be for parent. The parent edition will be December 6th. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be live. It's a free webinar, so you can definitely just sign up. You can share it, and I'm going to drop the link for both in a second. The next webinar will be on December 7th. This is the teacher edition. The teacher edition, tips to prepare for an IEP meeting. However, the difference with this webinar is geared to teachers. So you're going to learn 5 key strategies to plan and lead your next IEP meeting. Okay, so the parent edition will be December 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the teacher edition will take place on December 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oops. And hello, everyone that's coming in. Hello. Okay, so parent edition, December the 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the teacher edition will be December 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, the focus is preparing for tips to prepare for an IEP meeting. So, parents, what you need to do to prepare for your IEP meeting, and then for teachers, planning and leading your IEP meeting. Okay, if you on Instagram, you can click the link in my bio and register. Those of you who are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, I am going to drop the link in the comments right now, and you can click the link to register for the webinar. And it's labeled, when you click on the link, it is labeled. It will say Parent Edition, registration here. Teacher Edition, registration here. Okay. And I'm doing those in December. The Parent Edition is December 6th. Teacher Edition is December 7th, because again, I get asked a lot of questions from parents. How can I prepare for an IEP meeting? And then I get teachers like, you got any suggestions on how to lead my next IEP meeting, or how to just plan it out? It's different information that I'm going to give a teacher versus a parent. So that's why they're on two separate days. I know some of you are thinking, oh, it's the same webinar, but no, if you're a teacher, you're getting certain information. If you're a parent, I'm not going to give you the same information I'm giving a teacher. Okay. Also, that's coming up, I know you guys have been waiting. The response to the Master the IEP Volume 1 ebook was amazing. So, Volume 2 will be dropping Black Friday, November the 25th. It's going to go on sale then. So, the Master the IEP Volume 1 ebook focus on the first half of the IEP. Volume 2 is going to focus on the second half, the NORAP, and then I'm going to add some bonus material in there. Of course, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to get the ebook to know what's going to be the bonus material. Okay. So, Master the IEP, A Beginner's Guide to the IEP, Volume 2 will be dropping Black Friday, November 25th. It will go on sale then. Okay. And I may probably put some bundles together. Maybe you can get Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'm going to see how I'm going to do that. All right. So those are the things that are coming up. Also, another thing, another service that the IEP Coach will be presenting as a service is advocacy support. So basically supporting you at your IEP meetings, and this will only be for virtual meetings. Okay. And obviously, of course, I have to make sure my schedule is free to support you in that. So I will be posting that information soon on all of my platforms. So IEP Coach, we got a lot of feedback that was something that you all wanted. So that is something that, of course, that we're going to do. It will be advocacy support, advocacy meeting support. So basically support at an IEP meeting, only for virtual meetings. Okay. And I'll drop that information soon. All right, so let's get into what I want to just. Of course, I wanted to come on and share all that good, amazing, great information with you. But also, something that I want to discuss tonight is, of course, I'm going to focus on the IEP. I'm the IEP coach. But one thing I want to just discuss is I've heard this a lot. I want to say in my field, and also just with people who work at a charter school, and just information that I've heard, gotten from parents where, well, the school said they're going to change the IEP and da 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 da. You can just go ahead and change the IEP. And I want to just discuss that tonight about changing an IEP or making changes to an IEP. You cannot make a change to an IEP without notifying a parent and getting their permission to do so. Now, there are times where a phone call notification to the parent via phone will suffice the change you're making. And then there are other times you have to have a meeting, a whole IEP meeting, in order to make changes to an IEP. So I just want to talk about that a little briefly tonight. So I want you all to know, you do not just change an IEP and go on about your day. That is illegal. You cannot do that. Schools can't do that. Teachers, we can't do that. case manager. We can't just change an IEP and don't inform the parent of anything. I want that to be clear. You cannot do that. Again, you cannot do that. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about the first way when I said you can call a parent and get permission to change an IEP. Okay? Now, the only time where you can just call a parent and change something in an IEP is if the change you are making does not change their special education service time. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I'm going through a student's IEP and I'm noticing, oh, the only testing accommodation they have is small group, but I'm noticing this student needs extended time. I can call the parent and I can say, I'm just going to say Miss Brown. So I can say, Miss Brown, hi. I was going through Johnny's IEP and I noticed that the only testing accommodation that he has is small group. However, I've noticed, over this quarter that he has needed extended time for his exams. Is it okay if I add that accommodation to his IEP? If mom says, yes, Miss Bashir, that's fine, you can add that change, then I can make the change. If mom says, no, Miss Bashir, he don't need extra time, just keep the small group, I may push back and say, well, I'm just telling you, based off, what the teachers have seen and what I have seen, he does need a little extra time. Now, this doesn't have to stay for the whole year. We can put it in now and see how he does with it. And if we need to remove it, then we can remove it, at his next IEP meeting. Then parents may say, oh, yeah, that's fine, Miss Bashir. And if they still say no, I cannot make that change. But if the parent says, yes, you can add that testing accommodation, then I can go ahead and make that change. So I will have to document that I had the conversation with the parent via phone, whichever way I contacted the parent. It should be on the phone, so that way you actually can document you talk to a particular person, the particular parent guardian. I have to document that, who I spoke with, that I got the permission, the date and the time. Then on the IEP, I have to document the changes that I made, the section of the IEP that the change occurred, the IEP team members that was involved with that change, and when that service or change will start. Okay? Now, that's one way. Now, let's say I'm noticing that Johnny only has one pullout a day for learning support, and he's only getting support with reading. But then I also see he's needing support with his math and his writing. And I'm like, and then I call mom and I tell mom, I'm noticing Johnny is struggling, having some difficulty. I see he does get the support with reading, but I'm seeing he needs some support with the math and his writing. And I want to get permission to support him with his math and his writing. However, by me calling mom to get permission, that's going to add additional time that he will get supported or pulled out for that service. So that will change his special education time. So I can't just call mom and get permission. I have to call mom to schedule a new IEP meeting, because the new service, not the new service, the additional support that I want to give Johnny is going to increase his special education time. So we have to have a new IEP meeting with a new no rep being signed. Okay. So there are two ways that you can update an IEP. One way is, a phone call, because the change that you're making is not changing the student's special education time. You have to call the parent to get permission to make the change. If they say no, you cannot make that change. Of course, you can push back and give data to the parent and show them data, of why the change is needed. But if they say no, we cannot make that change. But if they say yes, I need to document the phone call I had and what I'm changing, why I'm making the change, and the parts of the IEP that are being changed, and the IEP team members that were a part of that change. If a student requires additional service, um, a related service added on to what they already have, and it's going to increase their special education service time, a whole new IEP meeting needs to occur with a new NORA being signed. Okay, because then that by adding the additional service, it can take the student from itinerant level of service to supplemental. And let's say, hey, they're doing so well, we need to decrease the level of service, which will take them from supplemental to itinerant. We have to have a new IEP meeting with a new NOREP to document the services that are being decreased. Okay, so if anyone ever comes to you or mentions this to you, oh, we went ahead and changed the IEP, high intentional integration, do know that that's illegal. They can't just change a kid's IEP without your permission. Parents do understand that. And there are times when, by getting your permission, the case manager can go ahead and make the change if it does not change your child's special education time. They still have to have your permission. Because, like, when I heard that, like, oh, we just go ahead and change the IEP, I'm like, you do what? I said, that is illegal. You cannot do that. Oh, we just go. No, you have to get permission from the parent. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, where on earth the audacity of you to think you can just go ahead and change, this kid's IEP without the parents' permission? Like, who do like? It don't matter, you a principal or you a director, whatever. Like, you have to have permission to do that. You cannot just change a kid's IEP to reflect um only what you can give or what you can offer in that school, because hey, the things that you can offer in that school may not be enough, and that kid needs to go to another school. So we're not going to change that IEP just to meet the criteria of the level of service your school can offer, because that may not be enough for the student, and they may need to go to a school that has all the services that can be provided. You cannot just change a kid's IEP. Please say that with me. You cannot just change a kid's IEP. You cannot. Okay? I just wanted to come on and share that. So please share this live with someone who needs to hear this. Someone who's in the field of special education, someone who has a child with an IEP, definitely share this live with them. Just going to recap the things that are upcoming webinars that the IEP coach will be doing. We're doing 2 webinars, tips to prepare for an IEP meeting. Thank you. Intentional integration. You cannot just change a kid's IEP. So we have 2 upcoming webinars. Tips to prepare for an IEP meeting. The parent edition will take place December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a live webinar. It's going to be on Zoom. It's free. And I'm gonna focus on key strategies to help you prepare for your next IEP meeting. Parents, you are December 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Registration is free. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio. And if you are on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, I'm gonna post the link again. I just posted it again. And teachers, I'm doing the webinar for you all on December the 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to focus on planning and leading your next IEP meeting. 5 strategies for that. Okay. So parents, you are December 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. teachers, you are December 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hello, everyone that's coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Let me see everyone that has come in. Hello, AB underscore notary investor, Ashley Zudami. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Teeth 282, educational underscore consultation, the underscore shadow underscore project. Hello, addicted to Ash. Hello. Hey, Munaza. Lovely Mrs. Muhammad. Hello. Is it Sharice Brown 70? Hello. Rosalind 19150. Hello. Overwhelmed to organize. Hey. Tanika Graham. Hello. Miss Naja. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hey. Was it Acute Person 10? I apologize if I mispronounced your name, but hello. So yes, hello, intentional integration. So yes, and the Master the IEP Volume 2 ebook, it is dropping Black Friday. Volume 1 is already out. Click the link in my bio. You can purchase Volume 1 now. It focuses on the first half of the IEP and what to expect if your child is being evaluated for an IEP. And Volume 2, which is dropping Black Friday, November the 25th, is going to focus on the second half of the IEP, the no rep, and I'm going to have some bonus material in there. Hello, yes, hey, I'm going to have bonus material in there as well. So, and another service that the IEP Coach will be doing, we will be doing advocacy meeting support. So supporting you with your IEP meeting, actually attending the IEP meeting to support you. And this will only be for virtual meetings only. Okay. So I will make a post about that on all of my platforms. So that way you have the information. Okay. And then once it's out, then you'll just click the link in my bio to take you to the booking page to, go through the process. Okay. So again, thank you all so much. Pay close attention to my page as I'm posting all the upcoming events that the IEP Coach will be doing, the webinars, the ebook, the and the advocacy support meetings. Okay, share this live, and if you are catching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments so I know you're watching the replay. So thank you, and I will see you next Tuesday. Have a good night, everybody.